What if I told you that every time you fill up your tank, you might be paying for fuel you never actually needed to burn? Fuel prices rise, fall, rise again, and somehow we're all still stuck paying more than we think we should. Today, we'll cover some secret tips that I bet gas companies would not want you to know. First, let's kick off with maintenance. Most people think saving gas means driving more slowly. It might be true sometimes, but it's only part of the picture. The first secret is simple and old school. A well-maintained engine uses fuel more efficiently. Timely oil changes, clean air filters, and spark plugs that actually spark matter. If your engine is coughing and dragging, it's burning money. Attend to the small mechanical whispers before they become loud, expensive screams. Think of maintenance like gardening. Small, steady care beats dramatic one-off interventions. A regularly serviced engine runs cleaner, breathes better, and uses less fuel overall. Want to know the one simple maintenance check that gives the biggest bang for your buck? It's properly inflated tire and regular tire inspections. Underinflated tires increase rolling resistance and can cut fuel economy noticeably. Check them monthly and before long trips. So, did you know underinflated tires flex more, create heat, and steal fuel through extra rolling resistance? That's mechanical energy you paid for that turns into heat instead of forward motion. Also, misaligned wheels wear unevenly and make the engine work harder. A quick tire check with a pressure gauge costs nothing and helps a surprising amount. Keep a small, accurate gauge in your glove box. If you want to be safe, check pressures when the tires are cold. The manufacturer's recommended pressure assumes cold tires. Secret 2 is about how you move the car. Drive like the road is a rhythm, not a racetrack. Smooth acceleration and early, gentle braking save fuel. That flip of the foot from 0 to 100 wastes gas. Gradual inputs keep the engine in an efficient range. Modern cars with continuously variable transmissions or modern automatics reward smoothness. Imagine your speed as a song. Sing it steady, don't slam the chorus. Curious how much gas you actually waste by treating the accelerator like a joystick? Short, aggressive accelerations can reduce your fuel economy by up to 20% in city driving. Each hard launch demands a burst of fuel to overcome inertia, and over many drives, those bursts add up. Moving on to secret number 3 is that the weight is stealthy fuel theft. That gym bag might seem harmless, but every extra 50 pounds reduces fuel economy. Roof racks and cargo boxes are even worse because they increase aerodynamic drag. Keep your trunk clean and your roof clear unless you need them. You'll be surprised how much those small changes add up over months of commuting. Remove unnecessary items after long trips. If you carry heavy tools for work, consider a lighter set or a more efficient organization. Secret 4 is about planning routes like a pro. Combine errands, avoid rush hour when possible, and learn which roads are free-flowing. A 20-minute drive at a steady 50 beats a stop-and-go 20-minute commute that has you idling half the time. Navigation apps can help, but don't blindly follow them. Sometimes the slightly longer highway with steady flow beats the GPS's shorter time that snakes through traffic lights. Anticipate the lights ahead and approach them with a plan. Coast early if you see red, and avoid the habit of accelerating to the last second, then braking hard. Want the simple rule to decide whether to take the highway or back roads? Prioritize steady speed over distance. If highway travel keeps you at a consistent speed with fewer stops, choose highway. Shorter distance with constant stops usually burns more fuel. If you're getting some sort of value from this, hit subscribe and drop a comment with your car model. We might tailor upcoming tips specifically for it. Next up, secret number 5. Use cruise control smartly. On long, flat stretches, cruise control helps maintain a steady speed and avoid unnecessary acceleration. But on hilly roads, cruise control can be counterproductive because it tries to maintain speed by increasing throttle rather than letting gravity help on descents. Also, be mindful that adaptive cruise systems can be excellent at smoothing out throttle patterns, but they're not substitutes for attentive driving. Secret 6. Climate control choices matter. Air conditioning uses noticeable engine power. At low speeds, open windows might be better. At highway speeds, closed windows and AC are usually more efficient, because open windows increase aerodynamic drag. Modern cars sometimes have eco modes for climate control. Try them. Also, park in the shade and use a sunshade. Venting hot air before turning on the AC reduces the initial load and therefore the transient fuel surge. Ever wonder whether rolling your windows down or blasting the AC is cheaper on the freeway? At higher speeds, closed windows plus AC is usually more fuel efficient because open windows create drag, which forces the engine to work harder. For short, slow trips, cracking a window is fine. Now, Secret 7: Fuel quality and octane. Many drivers assume premium fuel magically improves economy. If your car is designed for regular octane, using premium rarely helps. Engines designed for higher octane can benefit. Follow the manufacturer's recommendation. Also, buy from busy stations when possible, because turnover in the tanks is faster and the fuel is likely fresher. Fresher fuel avoids phase separation and oxidation that reduce performance over time. And don't mix grades unnecessarily. Stick to what's recommended. Secret 8: Timing your fill-ups and tiny thermal tricks. Prices fluctuate, but beyond price, fill when your tank isn't overly hot from a long drive. Heat expands gasoline slightly, so filling while the tank is warmer gives you marginally less energy per liter by volume than filling when cool. The gain is small, but if you care, let the car sit a bit after a long run before topping off. It's one of those hyper-precise moves that serious savers value. Want a tiny thermodynamics trick that gives you a little more gas in the tank? Cool fuel volume is denser. If your car has been sitting after a long drive, let it cool a bit before topping off. The gain is small but measurable for meticulous savers. Now, let's check out a tip you might not have heard before: the art of coasting and using momentum. When approaching a red light, ease off the throttle early and let your car coast in gear. Avoid downshifting unnecessarily. Coasting preserves momentum without wasting fuel. In hybrids, lifting off the throttle can trigger regenerative systems that capture energy for later. Smart use of momentum becomes free mileage. If the road ahead is clear, anticipate and let the car glide. For non-hybrids, coasting still reduces the need for frequent reacceleration. Moving on to secret number 10: Tech and apps. Many modern apps and cheap OBD2 dongles track driving habits and fuel economy, then give tailored tips. Use them to get objective data rather than guessing. Some car manufacturers' apps read your onboard diagnostics and flag ineffective behaviors. The more you know about where you bleed fuel, the better you can stop it. Want to see exactly when your car is being wasteful in plain numbers? Install a fuel tracking app or use an OBD2 reader. These tools show acceleration patterns, idling time, and fuel economy, so you can target the biggest waste. Secret number 11: Idling is a sneaky enemy. Idling for long periods, waiting for someone, warming up in winter, burns fuel for no movement. Modern engines don't need long warm-ups. 30 seconds to a minute is enough in most climates. For longer waits, switching the engine off is usually better than burning fuel to sit still. Of course, safety and comfort matter. Don't switch the car off in dangerous spots or if passengers need heat or air. But for typical waits, cut the idle and cut your waste. Secret number 12 is nothing but savvy car selection and small choices. If you're shopping, compare real-world owner reports, not just the advertised MPG. Remember that driving habits and roads matter more than the marketing brochure. Diesel, hybrid, or small turbocharged engines might save fuel depending on your use. Also consider tires and wheel size. Larger alloy wheels and wide tires look sharp but can increase rolling resistance and weight. Choose the right tire for low rolling resistance when economy is the priority, and consult owner forums for real-world feedback. Thinking about changing cars and wondering which option will actually save you the most cash at the pump? Look beyond advertised MPG. Check real-world owner reports and match the type of car to your driving, and consider hybrids if most of your driving is stop and go. Lastly, but definitely not the least, Secret 13: Behavior is the biggest lever. Your habits, how you accelerate, when you maintain, how you plan routes will save exponentially more fuel than any single gadget. Small, consistent choices compound. Replace 2 hard accelerations per day with gentle starts, and you will feel the difference in the long run. These habits multiply over months and years and give you both money and peace of mind. Another simple category is accessories and electricity draw. Roof rails, cargo carriers, and heavy racks add weight and drag. Aftermarket lights, loud audio systems, and powerful inverters draw electrical power that the alternator must supply, which in turn increases engine load and fuel use. Use accessories judiciously and consider switching off heavy electrical loads when trying to be ultra-efficient on a long drive. Okay, last wrap. These 13 secrets are not dark industry secrets. They're common sense actions that outperform many marketed solutions. Gas companies succeed when you treat fuel as an unlimited, frictionless resource. When drivers become more efficient, that reduces demand and saves money at a personal level. You control that variable. Small, repeated choices, maintenance, smoother driving, smart planning, and careful buying compound into meaningful savings. If you try any of these tips for a month, tell me how it goes in the comments. Smash subscribe if you want that. If you're into deeper technical dives, be sure to watch our other video, 12 tips and tricks to keep your car happy in the cold weather, severe ice and snow. Until then, take care, drive smart, and let your next fill-up be less painful than the last one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.